So what am I doing? In a cigar bar in Hammond, Indiana. Stay tuned. Well, it looks like it was an opportunity came up that I needed to take advantage of. I decided Metropolitan is not the place for me. For me, it's not a bad place. It's a regional company out of the Northeast if you want to get home every weekend. They called it OTR when OTR really doesn't mean over the road. It means we just can't get you home every weekend, so we'll get you home every other week. And it just wasn't a good fit for me. So one of my subscribers and friends, Chicken Leg, who I've spoken about before, works at ATS. I decided that's where I'm going to try it. So I talked to them, found out that I'm actually going to get paid more. The problem was the minimum was, I was trying to do more than the minimum, and they didn't have anything really more than the minimum. I'm sure during the holiday season the freight was slow, so that's not their fault. But at the end of the day, I needed a over-the-road company that was going to not pull all their freight out of the Northeast, and that was going to give me 25 to 3,000 miles a week. And from what I understand with ATS, that's more along the lines of what I'm looking for. So I'll be driving still, based out of Atlanta. I'll be able to take my truck home to the same place at the gym, behind the gym. And it sounds like it's going to be more flexibility, and I'll share that experience with you as I experience it. So the adventures continue. And I got to tell you, if I can tell anybody coming into the business that's looking to be a truck driver, I will be 1 year in the business officially. I guess I started my process about a year ago, January 1st, but my truck driving, sitting in the truck with a trainer, started in February, around February 20th, the end of February, March 1st, February 20th, something like that. Anyway, the bottom line is I haven't quite made 1 year, and I've been through, this will be my third company. Why? All because I didn't get out and look. Ultimately, I would have still been with Knight, and I miss a lot of the people at Knight, but they pushed me out. That made me grow. I got 2 months of experience in the Northeast that I feel like feels like two years of experience. I was put in situations that I don't normally get put in. It was a challenge, but I didn't hit anything. I was able to pull in and pull out and park at very difficult locations, drive through very difficult locations. Even the last run, the last forced dispatch load was one of the worst that I experienced, and I'll share that video. You'll hear my anxiousness in my voice. I tried to capture it as raw as I could so that you could see what I experienced. It was just a bad situation, but that Metropolitan, it's only about 5% of the time is you're going to be in a really bad situation. So 95% of the time, it's not a bad place. So this is, it's not Metropolitan's fault that New Jersey doesn't seem to have very good truck driving streets. To be honest with you, I had a wonderful experience with the Northeast people. Jersey people even treated me with respect, and I mean, I've got nothing against the people. It's just that physically the location was a downside to me. I didn't like going into those areas that I didn't know if I was going to be able to get around. And if you pass an entrance, it's always a mystery on where you're going to turn around, and it's dangerous in some places. So anyway, that's behind me. I'm going to orientation here Monday. They rented me a car. ATS rented me a car, paid for my hotel, fuel, and I'm gonna go through 3 days of it Monday, and then I'll give you guys an update. But it has been quite the adventure. But again, all of this started because you remember that if you've been following me, the video I have on "You're the Captain of Your Ship," that one incident in July that finally it was a truck stop, and I pulled a bumper off another vehicle because I was rushed to. I let somebody else rush me, and I've not let anybody do that since. But then in October, 3 months later, Knight decided that was it. I needed to go. So had I just continued to drive more careful like I am now, I'd have still been there. Because this has been a October, November, December, it's been a 3-month disruption, and it's been stressful. It's been just a lot of non-productivity, in my opinion, and all because I didn't want to get out and look, and I should have gotten out and looked. So if you can learn from me, please do. Get out and look, and don't let anybody rush you. That's probably the two biggest things I could do. Now, this company sounds like it's a better fit for me. We will see, because at the end of the day, that's what you're trying to figure out is, I was talking with Rick Mace. He's a friend of mine that I got to know through as a subscriber, and he and I were talking, and like the guy Chicken Leg referred me. He recommended me to his company. So think about it. If you're not sure you're happy where you're at as a truck driver in the company you're at, ask yourself, would you be comfortable recommending people to the company you work for right now? If not, it's probably not the right company for you. It's not saying that's the wrong company, it's just not the right company for you. So I've learned a lot, and it would be all for nothing if I didn't learn and grow from this experience. So I hope to take you along with this to ATS. I'll keep you posted. I'm going to run, I'm going to be running the same territory, but I have access to all lower 48 states. But I'll primarily go Texas up to the northeast, which is anywhere from Minnesota on over to the East Coast down to Florida. So very similar to what I was told that I would be doing with Metropolitan, except Metropolitan pulled 95% of their loads out of the Northeast, which meant I was constantly going up there, whereas I'm hoping I'm going to travel more of a web of the Midwest as opposed to more of a rubber band going back up, and wherever I go back up, because Metropolitan is primarily a company that you're going to look at is if you live in Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, or anywhere in the Northeast, up in the upper Northeast, and you like to be home on weekends, it's a good gig for you. But I like to be out 2 to 4 weeks at a time, and if I stayed out more than 2 weeks with Metropolitan, I'd still only get 2 days off, and it has to be during the weekend only. Otherwise, I'm disqualified from getting the minimum. So there's just too much restrictions for my taste. So I'll keep you posted. Stay tuned, and we'll see how this goes. Take care.
New Jersey Turnpike North and New York City.
wanted to get this while it's fresh. I just had my last drop and hook. I just hooked. I'm leaving Planet Jersey. And of course, it was a nightmare. I came in, they said, no, not here, you gotta go here. And I know I can't come out and make that turn, so I tried to go up there to turn around. I couldn't turn around anywhere. I went out about a mile and tried to find a place to turn around, and that's always dangerous.
Turn right to Main Street Extension.
So I had to fortunately somebody came out to help me. I had to blindside back into a parking lot that didn't have room, of course. I got out of there and I came here and I went to where he told me that wasn't the right place. It was the wrong address. So after walking around the building, I lost an hour and a half just doing that. I've got 2 hours and 41 minutes left on my clock, and I've got 2 hours and 43 minutes left to get back to the yard. So I'm sure there won't be any Friday afternoon traffic here in Jersey, right? I should be fine. This is my last forced dispatch load, and of course it had to be epic. So I wanted you to hear the raw emotion of just how frustrated I am. It's, you know, I gotta calm myself down because I'm driving. I got 70,000 total pounds out of 80,000 with me. You gotta do the right thing. That's all done. I've already picked up. I even offered to pay the guy. I dropped my trailer right in the middle because they're like, drop it somewhere on the street, and you'll see in a video, there ain't nowhere on the street, nowhere to drop it. So I'm like, where?
Take road.
And so I saw a yard jockey, and I said, look, I'll give you 20 bucks because I won't do it. He could tell I was stressed. I'm just running out of time, man. He said, drop it right there, I'll take care of it. I mean, let me tell you, I will say this, man, the people of New Jersey, I don't care. When it comes to the people I've dealt with, they've been awesome. They've been absolutely 100% awesome. And I don't know why they've been nice to me. Probably because I look so stressed. But yeah, all this Jersey driving, I'm just not familiar with it. And, you know, being in it only a year, I got 2 months of, I feel like I got 2 years worth of experience in these 2 months. But yeah, it's time for me to, hold on. Woodbridge, yeah. It's time for me to go. Goodbye, New Jersey. Woo. Planet Jersey. The people are awesome, but I do not like driving a semi-trailer in your state. I'm a better driver now from going through it, I'll tell you that. Hello, Pennsylvania. Goodbye, Planet Jersey. My last trip to